Okay, so we start off with a girl named Lexi Smart, whose name is actually very original. Well, we start off in London, which is in Britain, and she's very ugly. Like, not pretty ugly. Like, the type of ugly that's nobody wants. Anyway, and then she goes out partying, even though she's ugly, and leaves her friends, and she sees a taxi, because nobody drives in London apparently, and the taxi goes, screw you, and leaves, and she's all, no, I have to ditch my friends, and that does not work if I don't get in the taxi. And she trips and falls, and she wakes up, and she looks at herself in the mirror, and she sees that she's hot, and she thinks, I used to be ugly, now I'm pretty. Something does not add up here. And so her mom comes in all, you're married, and she's like, oh my god, I am. And her husband walks in, her sister walks in and is all, oh, you have a baby too? And she's like, okay, no I don't. And the sister's like, okay, yeah, no you don't. And then her husband walks in and he's like, I'm hot. And she's like, yes you are. And they go home, and she finds out she's the boss. Her husband's like, you need to go to work full time. And she's like, but I have amnesia. And he's all like, I don't care, you're getting out of here. And then she tries to drive a Mercedes, because apparently she thinks she can drive. And then she's all, oh no, I can't drive. And this guy all jumps in her car, and he's like, Lexi, you're in trouble. And she's like, oh my god, no really. So her husband is all, we need to go somewhere. And she's all, okay. So they go off to business somewhere, which is not a very good idea, because she meets the guy. And the guy's all, I'm John. And she's all, okay. And then he's all, we're having an affair. And she's all, oh my god. She takes over the business again and helps her struggling business, because it's kind of like the Banks of America and fails until something bails it out, which is basically her in this situation. And John's all, no, Eric, Eric's a douche, you should leave him. And she's all, no! And then he's all, yes! And then she saves her business, and she goes into her recluse, and she leaves Eric, and Eric's just like, why are you leaving me? And she's all, because I don't love you. And he's all, why not? And she's all, because I just don't. And then she goes into her recluse and doesn't talk to any of the two guys. And then like about 3 months later, she's all, oh my god, I remember something, and it's a flashback of music, which is it. And then she's all, John, I love you. And then she takes a taxi, even though she can drive, to his house, and he walks out, and he's all, Lexi. And she's all, John. And he's all, Lexi. And she's like, John, which is basically every typical romance movie. And then ending. And then they hug, and then